sesh on the impact of changes in competition on the marketing mix. Now, when we think about the marketing mix, of course, we're thinking about the 4 Ps. And the 4 Ps here are price, promotion, product, place. Now, we're going to look at how these bits of the marketing mix, these 4 Ps, are affected if you have less competition or, in fact, no competition in the case where you're a monopoly, you're the one seller of products. And the other case is you have lots of competition or increased competition. So we'll start with limited or no competition. Well, the impact on price is going to be that if you as the business are the monopoly, the one seller of products or goods and services, then you might be able to increase your prices because consumers have little alternative to where they're going to buy that product from. So you have the ability to increase your price. You have price setting power. You are the price maker, as it were. In terms of promotion, when you have limited or no competition, well, assuming there's already high awareness of you, probably because there's limited competition, then there might be less need for promotion. Less need for promotion, so when we're thinking about the promotional mix, it might be that the business realises that they can steer away from that expensive advertising, that could be TV advertising, for example, and they could steer towards cheaper forms of advertising, cheaper forms of the promotional mix, because they don't need to create awareness because it's already there and because they are the only business potentially in the market, or there are few alternatives. Now, with the case of product, if they already have high revenues, well, then it might be that they have little incentive to invest in that research and development for the future. And obviously that research and development is incredibly expensive. So if they've already got those revenues, they may not look to invest in those products, and that leads to a lack of innovation within the market. So that could be an impact on product. And the final one is place. So when we're thinking about those channels of distribution, whether it's direct or through intermediaries and it's indirect, then clearly, in the case of limited or no competition, the business is just going to use the channels of distribution that suit them and their business model, not the consumer. Now, the other example is the impact of increased or lots of competition on the marketing mix. So we'll start with price. So with price, if you've got lots of competition, then you don't become so much the price maker, and in fact, you become more of a price taker. And that means that you might have to become more price competitive with how you set your prices. You need to look at your rivals and see where they're setting their prices. In terms of promotion, well, you might have more need for promotion now to try and differentiate yourself from your rivals. So you're going to need to do that promotion to create awareness for yourself. You need to think about your promotional mix. Your promotional mix, remember, you just think SAP, because you're looking at social media, sponsorship, sales promotion, advertising, and public relations, PR. But you might want to do the full suite here of promotional mix methods because you're trying to create that awareness. So it might impact your promotion in that way if you have lots of competition. In terms of the product, well, again, if you've got lots of competition, then there's definitely an incentive to create a unique selling point, a USP, because you want to differentiate yourself from other businesses, your rivals. So therefore, you might be inclined to spend more on research and development. And also, you might have more of a customer service focus, as opposed to if you have less competition or you have less of a customer service focus. And the final thing is place, when we think about those channels of distribution for increased competition. And clearly now, rather than do it to suit the business because you have lots of competition, you'll do it to suit the consumer. And to suit the consumer in the modern day might involve doing multi-channels of distribution, that you use various forms, being the direct form from producer to consumer, or the indirect form where you go through intermediaries such as the wholesalers and or retailers. More details on that, click the card up there. But I hope that helps on the impact of competition on the marketing mix, and I'll see you at the next session.